Okay, welcome to this week's Ridge One newsletter. Okay, it is May 18th, 2020, and this is what we got going on in Ridge One this week. In today's devotional, I've been taking my time going through Psalm 106 and Psalm 107. One part in Psalm 106 and then one part in Psalm 107 that just the Lord has been speaking to me just mightily over this last week. Psalm 106, verse 44 says, "Nevertheless, he looked upon their distress when he heard their cry. For their sake he remembered his covenant and relented according to the abundance of his steadfast love. He caused them to be pitied by all those who held them captive." And then Psalm 107, starting in verse 11 and then ending in verse 15. "For they had rebelled against the words of the Lord and spurned the counsel of the Most High. So he bowed their hearts down with hard labor. They fell down with none to help. Then they cried to the Lord in their trouble, and he delivered them from their distress. He brought them out of darkness and the shadow of death and burst their bonds apart. Let them thank the Lord for his steadfast love, for his wondrous works to the children of men." And, in both of those Psalms, the psalmist makes it very clear that the people have done almost everything you could to merit them being called the enemy of God, for them to displease God, for God to be just heartbroken over them. And in spite of that, when they cry out to God, he hears them and he loves them. He doesn't forsake them. And I just so impacted by that, because how often with my words or my deeds do I fall into the same category as the people here, as like the people of Israel, but yet God still loves me, yet God, he's still pursuing me. And that's true for you today. No matter how far you feel like you are from God, if you cry out to him right now, he will hear you, he will restore you, he will make you new, and he will mold and shape you more into the image of his Son. This week we will have our Wednesday Zoom gatherings. The middle school will meet at 3 p.m. via Zoom, and the Zoom link will be in the email that is listed in this, you got this video off, you know what I'm saying. That'll be at 3 p.m. We will be just spending some time together, hanging out, studying God's Word. Then at 4 p.m. we will be gathering high school for our Zoom meeting, just to kind of connect with one another and to just enjoy seeing one another's faces, and hopefully, prayerfully soon, we'll be able to actually see each other in person very soon. This week for Ridge One Online, we will be wrapping up our study of going through the book of James. We're going to be looking at James chapter 5. And then the Sunday after that, which will be May 31st, May is one of those weird months that has 5 Sundays in it. We will be taking that Sunday to honor, celebrate, and recognize the seniors that are graduating from high school. So we will have the seniors here at the church, and they will just be sharing with you via the live stream on YouTube some things, some takeaways from their experience in high school, and things that can just encourage all of us and build us up in our relationship with God. So tune in for that. It's going to be awesome. That's May 31st. But this Sunday, we're going to be finishing up James, so tune in, invite friends. It's going to be an awesome time. This week, we will be doing Ridge One virtual tag via Instagram and Facebook. Please go to the Instagram and Facebook pages to see how we do that. When we play this game, we need at least 7 people. So I encourage you to invite people. When you say that you're in the comments under that post, when we post it on Wednesday, invite a friend. Just see what happens. And we want to use this as an outreach to be able to connect with other people during this time. Oh man, I'm trying to remember if there's anything else. I feel like there is, but I just can't remember. I know a lot of you guys have finals during this time, so I'm thinking about you, praying for you, praying that you have a smooth transition from school into summer. And I pray that we can do some things this summer that cause us to gather together in person and really just honor the Lord and so that the church can show the glory of God during this time. I know my head is intentionally chopped off in most of this video because my hair looks, my head just does not look good. It's like I'm losing my hair. It's bad.